The initial production of the front cover for my local newspaper, South Yorkshire News, missed my target audience substantially. This can be seen from the immediate presence of too much text. I felt that this was too like many newspapers that are aimed at an older audience. An example of this would be The Guardian. Instead, I wanted to capture a more youthful audience. Therefore, my target audience was the age bracket of 16 to 30 years old. To rectify this in my final production, I decided to completely reorganize my front cover so as to have more colours, headlines, and a lot less text. This can be clearly seen as successful when contrasted with my initial production, which clearly shows a vast amount of text where there is now a large black box, making the new main headline stand out a lot more clearly. Not only this, but other factors such as the use of the tool opacity and also adding a sports section clearly shows that I am conforming to the stereotypes of my target audience. For instance, my youthful target audience is more likely to be interested in sport as well as news, therefore evidencing the fact why I have put a sports section on the front cover. The initial production of my second page also missed my target audience of 16 to 30-year-olds. This is clear to be seen because I have put an advertisement for a local bank and also the weather in. This on the second page is not likely to appeal to my target audience that much. When it came to my final production, I also completely revamped this section, creating a quick news brief of all the main news on the second page. This allowed my audience to pick out what they wanted to read and then turn to that page. This is what my youthful target audience would be more likely to buy because I took this idea from the Eye, a real media text that is also aimed at a similar target audience. The billboard poster was eventually my favourite part of the whole production. This was because I had always intended to make the billboard poster funny and therefore more appealing to my target audience. However, the initial production fell way short of this expectation and I wasn't pleased. The main image was of a middle-aged male and this was completely off of my target audience, not to mention the fact that it wasn't funny at all. In my final production, I took inspiration from the TV advertisement of Irn-Bru. This had many funny sexual references. The advert took many people by storm and was being talked about by many people in a similar age as my target audience. This therefore led me to produce a billboard with subtle sexual references in terms of the banana, and also portray a younger person reading my newspaper dressed in a onesie, something that is currently fashionable amongst a youthful audience. This therefore shows that it efficiently targets my audience better than the initial production. In contrast to other parts of my production, I was pleased with the initial production of my news website. This therefore led me to do only small changes and edits throughout the production. This was because the website had a modern, smooth and professional feel right from the off. Not only this, but the website builder was extremely easy to use and aided me in creating simple but effective hyperlinks between pages. In actual fact, I got carried away and created several more pages than the specification actually required. The fact that it hit my target audience from the off was shown through audience feedback I received and therefore reassured me throughout the production that I could do the same for my newspaper and billboard poster. Overall, I feel that I was successful in the production of my local newspaper with the ancillary text of a website and a billboard poster. I feel that my initial production didn't go so well at all, but I took the feedback I gained from that production and then changed it into a successful production that is much more suited to my target audience.